Hey, fellow TF2 mercenaries. It's just a scout here, and I'm back for another little while to make more videos. I just wanted to clarify that I've been busy and dealing with other stuff. But I promise I will start uploading soon enough. I have an idea for another video I want to create soon, so stay tuned for that. And for this video, I wanted to talk about the Pyro and the Scout, how they kind of match up and fight each other. Because Pyro's got some new toys, considering the Jungle Inferno update, and Scout's got a couple of toys of his own. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, well, to start off this video, let's bring our special guest onto the screen. And that special guest is Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Can we get a round of applause, please? So, Pyro from Team Fortress 2, what do you have to say about the Jungle Inferno update? Alright, so to start us off on the Jungle Inferno weapons, first we have the Dragon's Fury, a flamethrower replacement for Pyro's primary. Now, this flamethrower is a one-shot burst that requires more aim and accuracy to hit your shots. And when you do hit your shots, it rewards you with even more damage on the opponent. If you want this flamethrower, it's really easy to get. All you gotta do is do the Pyroland contracts introduced in the Jungle Inferno update. Or you can get it from a random drop. Let's go over the stats of the Dragon's Fury, and then we'll talk about some extras to it. First up on the list is extinguishing teammates can restore 20 health, much like the default flamethrower. But this flamethrower deals 300% damage to burning players, and it has negative 50% repressurization rate on hit. And it also has negative 50% repressurization on alt fire. That's kind of a tough word to pronounce sometimes. Alright, let's go over what else this flamethrower can do. So, unlike the other default flamethrower, it has 40 shots instead of the default 200. This flamethrower can also penetrate buildings and players. Each fireball from this flamethrower will cause around the same damage as the flare gun shot. Not critical, but normal flare gun shots. And it still causes afterburn. The other pyros on the enemy team can also deflect the fireball using air blast. Keep in mind, this flamethrower can still air blast, and it uses 5 ammo every time. The projectile of this flamethrower can also be vaporized by the short circuit. When a scout is going up against the Dragon Fury Pyro, the Dragon Fury Pyro might have a bit of a harder time trying to hit the scout when the scout's jumping all around him. I've had plenty of experiences with this, and it's not pleasant for the Pyro, I'd say. Next up on the list, we have the Thermal Thruster, which is a jetpack secondary for Pyro. Although it does eat up the secondary slot, so you can't have a shotgun or a flare gun, you can use this to get to your enemies quicker, which I've had Pyros try to jump over to me regardless of me ignoring them or not. Regardless if the Pyro do jump at you and or towards you with the Thermal Thruster, I have a trick that just completely negates this maneuver. I'll roll a clip now so you can see it. Alright, next on the list, I'm going to be talking about Scout's weapons and tools that he can use against the Pyro, because I don't want to be covering every single one of Pyro's primaries, but if you do want my thought on that, I will be willing to make a video about it. Alright, let's talk about Scout's secondary item, the Mad Milk. This is a supportive item that's also used in the MVM meta for Scout, that when thrown, splashes the enemy with milk, and when you get a hit on the enemy when he's covered in milk, it will give the attacker health back. This is very useful for pyro fights because it puts the Scout out if he's on fire, and it gives the Scout health back. So it's very useful for taking down pyros if you really don't like pyro that much. Let's talk about the shortstop, one of Scout's many primaries. This tiny scattergun has a tighter spread, so that'll deal more damage from a medium to short range. It also has a shove that nobody knows the history behind or why it even exists. But due to it being a pistol, it only has 4 shots in the clip, meaning if you get into another Scout fight, you're probably gonna lose it if they're running scattergun. Hey there, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button, make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I haven't been uploading, and I'm going to start uploading again more frequent. So try to stay tuned for that.